Hi, I'm Mike, owner of the Ingrove in Phoenix, Arizona. Today I'm doing the new arrival video for July 28th, 2024. I've got a bin and a half to show you guys this week. There's a lot of stuff here. A big Analog Productions restock, the most stuff I've gotten out of them in a long, long time. So a pretty nice sizable restock. But there's all kinds of audiophile records, new Analog Productions, new lots of stuff. But I wanted to start off with this week's pre-orders. The first one, we put a ton of stuff up, but I'm only sharing a few with you guys. On a side note, I got emailed about this quite a bit. Because of the way we process customs, we actually don't offer pre-orders for international customers. So a lot of people email and say, hey, you talk about all these pre-orders, I never see them. You can't see them if your IP pings in another country. So that's the reason for that. Okay, so this is a little odd one, I thought. Maybe because it's Linkin Park. But Linkin Park has announced they're doing one-steps. They're not analog. Records might never have been required. There's specifications on the website. Maybe one was analog and it was digitized, but they're doing one-steps. We're talking the full packaging, the VR900, the single, the one-step process, but they're doing Meteora, Minutes to Midnight, and Hybrid Theory. They all come out on August 9th. They're only doing 3,000 of these. So yeah, I thought that was bizarre. If I was a Linkin Park fan, I would be all over this because at the very least, you're going to get high quality records where they put a lot of attention to detail. Do you know what I mean? So, and on really quiet vinyl, the VR900 vinyl is the absolute quietest stuff that's on the market. Same stuff as the Mobile Fidelity Super Vinyl, Craft One Step Vinyl, the Music Matters SRX. It's the best. They announced the next two Bluesville. These are all analog, cut from the master tape by Matt Luthans in Salina, Kansas. We've got Albert King's Live Wire Blues and Lightning Hopkins' Last Night Blues. Those also come out August 9th. So Hybrid Theory, the Linkin Park, the Albert King, all August 9th. Indiana Jones, 4 soundtracks were announced. All coming out September 6th. We've got Raiders of the Lost Ark, Temple of Doom, The Last Crusade, and The Crystal Skull. Post Malone's next album, F1 Trillion. It's a country album. August 16th. So if you're into, I guess everybody's doing it, right? Beyonce did a country album, which was in here. Post Malone, I guess, did a country album. This is a good one. This is coming out as a jazz dispensary. So all analog, cut by Kevin Gray generally. I don't know if Matt Luthans has done any of the jazz dispensary titles, but Patrice Rushen, Prelusion, great record. That comes out August 23rd. And another one of the Latin all analog Kevin Gray from Craft, the Hector Lavoe Ravento. That comes out August 23rd. There's a bunch more. They're all on the website for pre-order. But let me show you guys what we have this week, starting with the box sets and SACDs that are on the top shelf here. Joni Mitchell Blue, SACD. Genesis, Selling England by the Pound, Analog Productions SACD. Got a restock of Dark Side of the Moon from Analog Productions, the SACD. The Joni Mitchell box set. This is the next in the continuing series that they've done. This is limited to 5,000 copies, remastered from the original analog master tapes by Bernie Grundman. These are the Asylum albums, 76 to 80. So we've got Mingus, Don Juan's Reckless Daughter, Hyra, and Shadows in Light. Okay. The next one's just a restock. The Bill Evans Complete Riverside Recordings box set. A lot of records in here. I think there's 22 or 24 discs, something along those lines, maybe 24 discs. All analog. I think this whole box was cut by Kevin Gray. Bill Evans, all his Riverside output, and a Cannonball with Bill Evans. So there's a, yeah, they kind of threw that in there. All right. Just came in, we've got from Analog Productions, the newish, there's a little bit of a lag time from them to us, but the Yes album from Yes. Mastered and cut from the original master tape on the sparse code on the back. I think Kevin Gray might have did both of these. I'm pretty sure he did the Yes. Did he do the Yes album? Don't hold me to any of that. Charles Mingus, The Clown. Cut at 45 RPM, mastered and cut to lacquer from the original master tape. And then we also got the next, our last two Pablo titles, Duke Ellington's Big Four. And this one's for Blanton. This is a gatefold. Alrighty, we've got Johnny Hodges and Orchestra, Blues Aplenty, part of the Acoustic Sounds Verve series titles. Again, these are all analog, cut by, well, this one's done by Bernie Grundman. Reissue mastering, Bernie Grundman. I don't know if I've seen that in the past, them doing the actual mastering engineer on the record, but yeah. From the OJC series, one of my absolute favorite series that are in production right now. Things are falling over there. Don't worry about that. John Wright Trio, Southside Soul. This is, according to the Hive sticker, cut by Kevin Gray at Coherent, but a few Hive stickers have said that, and they've turned out to be Matt Luthans, so I don't know. This is, I want to say, the indie exclusive. We got two versions of this. Yeah, this is the black and white colored vinyl variant of Johnny Cash's Songwriter. Recorded in 1993, previously unreleased. 11 songs, newly found. What? Produced by John Carter Cash. I wonder if this was something maybe he was working on and then he went over and did the American recording stuff, which is unbelievable. I'm going to have to take one of these myself. So I got the black and white, and then this is the standard black vinyl. I have both. All right, Beyonce. This is her country album, Cowboy Carter. This is the complete album. So the original record came out, it was missing a lot of tracks. So here we have what looks to be maybe 2 or 3 discs, or 2 discs in a book. Comes in kind of a box set there. Oh wait, it says it there. Double LP with a 48-page book. So there we go. Yes, Fragile. What is this? This is the definitive version of the 1971 classic. Says who? I'm not sure. This is the Steve Wilson remixed version. So this is the Steve Wilson remix. And then it comes with a Dolby Atmos 5.1 mix, a high-res stereo mix by Steve Wilson as well. So 1 LP, 4 CD, and 1 Blu-ray. So there's a rarities disc, a remix, the original album, instrumental mixes, more rarities, live, all kinds of stuff. Metallica, Death Magnetic. This is pressed on limited edition magnetic silver vinyl. This is an import. They've done 3 or 4 of these so far on color vinyl out of Europe. I brought them all, and they've all sold out, but I don't know, Death Magnetic, it's not the best record. Camellia Cabello. We got 2 of these. This is CXOXO. This is the exclusive signed version. And then we have the non-signed version, which is, I don't know if there's a color variation. Maybe. From Music on Vinyl, we've got the Sugar Hill Gang. Rapper's Delight. And White Lion's Main Attraction, also from Music on Vinyl. To Nathaniel Ratcliffe and the Night Sweat Records, we've got the Indie Record Store exclusive on iridescent green vinyl. And this is just the standard black vinyl version. And we've got the Imagine Dragons new release, Loom. This is the indie exclusive. And the non-indie exclusive. 2 separate covers, actually. Oh, yeah. Huh? Oh, no, wait. For some reason, I was thinking the back to the one was the front to the other. Yeah, but no. And the Local Natives. We've got But I'll Wait for You. This is the indie exclusive on iridescent and blue vinyl. Local Natives, But I'll Wait for You. This is the standard black vinyl variant. Chaperoon. The Rise and Fall of the Midwest Princess. This is the collector's edition. Kind of a cool cover. Not only is it textured, it's embossed, textured, or maybe just embossed, and then die cut. We've got Maggie Leiteman. This is the Urban Outfitters limited edition. Here at the In-Groove, I guess. I don't know. There it is. The Warning, Keep Me Fed. That's quite an interesting cover. It's kind of a hostile take on The Last Supper, maybe. A little bit of acrimony there. Post-Traumatic from Mike Shenandoah. Cody Jinks, Change the Game. This is the indie vinyl exclusive. I Dress, Let's Skip to the Wedding. Okay. Alchist, Le Chance de l'Aurora on Nuclear Blast Records. The Fleece Brothers, Valley of the Abandoned Songs. Indie exclusive, limited to 1,000 copies. From Decca, we've got Yanshin Lim, Chopin Etudes. Decca classical and a Deutsche Grammophon classical title. And the same video, Joe Hisaishi in Vienna. Symphony No. 2, the Viola Saga. This is a 2 LP Deutsche Grammophon title. Liana Flores, Flower of the Soul on Verve. And from Verace Sarabande, God, brain checked out there for a minute. The original motion picture to Serenity. This is the cult classic space western. Available on vinyl for the first time. Over 40 minutes of unreleased music by David Newman. Silverstein. A Shipwreck in the Sand. This is from Craft Recordings. The epic concept album from the Canadian hardcore band. Can Canadians be hardcore? They're so nice. They're such nice people. Does that work? Okay, medium build. Country. He looks sad on the back. Oh, this should have been showed right at the front. I'm going to have to make this the thumbnail because I skipped it. This is the new Mobile Fidelity Santana Caravanserai. This is a 33 RPM single disc Mobile Fidelity title. It's been so long since we've had just straight single disc records from Mofi. It's always one step or double 45 RPMs. Restock on Santana 3. This is Santana 3. That was DSD. I'm trying to think in my head because some of these earlier ones are analog, like this one. This is the Cars Heartbeat City. This is half-inch, 30 IPS, analog master. Did the analog console to the lathe. And the 45 RPM of Warren Zevon's Excitable Boy. Got a restock of Head Games by Foreigner. Ooh, this is a must-have. This is fantastic. It never stays in stock either. Miles Davis's Bitches Brew. All right, absolute smoker right here. Dream with Dean from Analogue Productions. I know you're thinking Dean Martin. Wait till you hear this, though. It's unbelievable. They have 2 records in their catalog that are like, you know, I don't really want a Dean record. I don't want a Tennessee Ernie Ford, but this and the Tennessee Ernie Ford, unbelievable. Belafonte at Carnegie Hall. From my top 100 imprint analog records you should own list, this is Elvis's 24 karat hits. 3-disc set, unbelievably good. You know, it gets better as it goes a little later. The earlier tracks are still fantastic for what they are, but they're not to the level of the tail end of the 60s. This, on the other hand, though, is unbelievable. Elvis with the Jordanaires. This is Elvis 57, Essential Elvis, Volume 2. Not as strong of, you know, songs on this. If you're looking for all the hits, go with the last album. But this is fantastic. Another record that's absolutely fantastic. Doesn't sell nearly as well as it should, which is sad, but Ray Orbison's Crying. His voice is made for hi-fi. It just sounds wonderful. The Pines of Rome, Respighi, 33 RPM. Muddy Waters, Folk Singer. This is the 33 RPM. They do it in 45 as well. This is Dusty in Memphis. This is 45 RPM, but this is the original Dusty in Memphis. I think they're going to be doing this as part of their Atlantic series as a 45 RPM. So I think the cover might be different. I don't know if the mastering is going to be any different. Buddy Holly. This is the self-titled from Buddy Holly. Fantastic sounding record. With Peggy Sue on it. I got a full run. I think I now have all the Analogue Productions Doors titles in stock. We've got the self-titled, the very underrated Soft Parade. Put a little horns on the record. Everybody has a heart attack. All right, Strange Days. Fantastic. Highly recommend Strange Days. Waiting for the Sun. Morrison Hotel. Get that fly on me again. Okay, come on. I'm filming here. From my top 100 imprint analog records you should own list, and also the winner of the shootout, LA Woman, the best sounding version of all time, of one of, if not the greatest record of all time. We've got Otis Blue. Otis Sings Soul. With the original, his version. You know, he wrote the song of Respect, which Aretha Franklin covered and kind of turned into her song, but the original is on that album. Nat King Cole, Where Did Everyone Go? Coleman Hawkins, 45 RPM. Sonny Stitt, Blows the Blues. This is the 45 RPM double disc. Greg Allman, Midnight Rider, 45. This is a single, but man, it's fantastic. Midnight Rider on side 1. These days on side 2. It's a 12-inch, 45 RPM, cut by Ryan Smith. Great. They had a couple of these back in the day. They had the Shaft theme, and they had a few others back in the day, but I think the Midnight Rider might be the only one that's left in print. Fantastic record. Sonny Rollins, Plays for Bird. Absolute fantastic record. There's a part, and they can't take that away from me on this, where you can just hear Sonny lean into the mic and just blow, and like comes out at the speakers, and it's fantastic. Highly recommend that record. Love it. Arnett Cobb's Party Time. All of these prestige titles are just must-have. When they were out of print, they were hundreds of dollars a piece because they're that good. All analog, cut by Kevin Gray. The Elmo Hope Sextet, Informal Jazz. Yeah, they did 50 of them, 25 stereo, 25 mono. A few of the titles were blues. Most of them were jazz. All Morning Long, the Red Garland Quintet. But all fantastic, all solid titles. Duke Ellington's Jazz Party in Stereo. This is I already showed that. Rhapsody in Blue. This is a great, starter classical record because everybody's familiar with, this record. Even if you're not a classical fan, you've heard it on TV and commercials 10,000 times. Janos Starker, Cello Concerto in B minor. This is at 45 RPM. One of the few living present stereo titles that Analogue Productions did, and then that was it. It's unfortunate, but yeah. The Sea. And we've got Tchaikovsky's 1812 Overture, right in time for 4th of July. We got a restock on Lana Del Rey's NFR, Norman Rockwell. The Lana Del Rey stuff I cannot keep in stock. Also got Ultraviolence. Normally I don't show these restocks, but she threw them in here. Got a restock of John Coltrane, Kenny Burrell, The Last OJC. Fantastic. Restock of the 45 RPM of Herbie Hancock's Headhunters. Got a restock of Ella Fitzgerald's Clap Hands. This is the 45 RPM. Oh, this is a must-own classical title from the RCA catalog, Witch's Brew. This is this or that Rhapsody in Blue are the tip. Those are the typical two records I start people off when they're like, well, I'm looking at a couple good high-quality classical records. What would you recommend? That's typically what I'll put them at. This is one of those records that you look at this and you're like, what the hell is this? So this is music for Bang, Broom, and Harp. This is an audiophile tour de force. It is unbelievable. If you just pause the video and kind of zoom in there, look at this massive quantity of instruments. Dick Shorty and his new percussion ensemble. This was a record that was essentially created to show off what stereo records were capable of. So this was a record that was made as a demo disc long, long time ago, and it is to this day unbelievable. And they list all the instruments that are available. Sandblocks, anvils, cocoa whistle, siren whistle, slide whistle, 2 slapsticks. It's nuts. It's a fun listen. You'll enjoy it. This is probably the 3rd record I would recommend you to for classical. Super expensive, $1,000 record if you find an original. Really, really pricey, but great recording, great music. Ballet music from Faust. Mahler Symphony No. 4. God, a lot of these classical titles I have not had in a while. Rossini and Respighi, Les Boutiques Fantastiques. The Boston Pops, to an Prokofiev Love for 3 Organs. The Reiner Sound. Ooh, that is it. All right, guys, we have a Whatnot this week as well. If you click the link below, you can get to our Whatnot auction. It's going to be a small auction for about 1 hour between 5 and 6 o'clock Arizona time. Check us out online at theingroove.com. Until next time.